In the previous video, we introduced the concept of counter control repetition. In this video, we formalize the elements needed in counter control repetition. We talk about the name of a control variable or loop counter used to determine whether the loop continues. Then we initialize values of control variables. We talk about the increment or decrement by which the control variables is modified each time through the loop. That is also known as iteration of the loop. Then also we talk about the condition that tests for the final values of the control variables, whether the loop should continue or not. Now let's create a new counter control repetition. I'll create a new tab. Click the tab page and I'll change the tab name to counter control controlled repetition. Next, let's drag button here. So let's drag button control to our form and call it repeat control. Double click to enter the control repetition, and here you can add your region here. So I'm going to say region and name it counter control repetition, and our end region will be here, end region end region. Here we go. Now the next thing we're going to do now is let's create an integer for counter and initialize it to 1, and we use the while loop structure now. While our counter is less than or equal to 5 or 10, let's say 7, then begin and end, and let's say counter plus plus message box dot counter dot show, then show me the counter. So we'll write counter dot to string because we need to do it in string format. That's why we have to use this dot to string. So we test our project now of our application and go to counter control repetition, and we have 8. Let me explain the code one by one. The declaration is not executable. Now we both use the approach to initialize through this video. This line, the while structure, during each iteration of the loop, the current value of counter increases by 1 upon each iteration of the loop. The loop continuation condition in the while structure tests whether the value of the control variables is less than or equal to 7. The body of the while is performed even when the control variable is 7. The loop terminates when the control variable exceeds 7. So that is when it is 8 now, the loop will terminate. So this code saves a statement and eliminates the need for braces around the loop bodies, and because the incrementing occurs directly in the while condition before the condition is tested. Remember that the precedence of plus plus is higher than less than or equal to. So you need to understand that there is a loop here that will increase the counter, and if there is no loop here, this counter will run till overflow occurs, because there will be an overflow for the memory, because this loop will continue to run until maybe your computer memory is exhausted and will now freeze your computer. In the next video, we'll learn for repetitive structure, which is very similar to the while repetitive structure.